What up, what friends? It is, what is today? Thursday? Thursday, and my camera's in the wrong spot. Hold, please. There we go. All righty. Has been dumping over the past few days. We are on the 3-hour chart there. And my coffee is hot. Woo. All right. What do we got going on here? Let's check it out. All right. So we're on the 3-hour chart here. Let's go zoom out to the daily. Actually, let's zoom out to the month because that's where we always start, isn't it, folks? Yes, it is. And if you remember from a last video, I did decide that I like the Fibonacci channel. It just seems to fit good on there. So the Fibonacci channel, that's what you see here. This looks like a guitar string or guitar strings. Okay, so we're on the monthly chart. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know this is where I start. This is where I chart all of my lines and graphs and everything you see on the chart here. So purple means I marked it on my monthly, okay? Red means I marked it on the weekly. Green means I marked it on the daily. Orange is trend lines. And of course, this is the Fibonacci channel. So let's zoom in. As you can see here, monthly chart. Each one of these bars you see here, see this green bar, this red bar. Each one of those took 1 month to form, or print is what they call it. And that's why you start out here on the larger time frames, because you got a lot more data. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 years of data on the screen right there. Okay. So when you pull up the monthly chart and you look at the monthly chart with no drawings, no indicators. Okay, so if you're brand new and you open up and you never even looked at a chart before, you open it up and this is what you see. Okay. Is it going up or is it going down? Appears to me to be going up. See this trend right here? It technically has not here and continues down, then we are in an uptrend. So what So let's say I went on vacation, I made a bunch of money trading, and I came back to the States and I needed to make money again because I saved up a bunch of money from trading and I traveled around the world. And now I'm back to the States and I'm getting low on funds again. So I need to make some money again. I open up the Bitcoin US dollar chart, and this is, for me, I see opportunity because up, down, up, down, up, down. What's about to happen? A lot of people think it's about to go down because of the 4-year cycle, and we're past the 4-year cycle. Okay. I do not subscribe to the 4-year cycle anymore with the ETFs and with institutions. They are 100% manipulating the price. I don't care what you say. I don't care who you are. I don't care what side you're on, what team you're on. The price markets are 100% manipulated. Institutions get involved. There's just way too much money involved for it to not be that way. Okay. So when a asset class is created, it's just opportunity for the institutions and people with money. That's all Bitcoin is. It's a new class that is now captured by the institutions. The institutions see that they can make money off of it, and retail now is not the smart money anymore in Bitcoin. Okay. Retail used to be the smart money in Bitcoin because there was no institutions. So it was retail against retail, if you will. And so the retail traders who knew what they were doing, like me and you, it was easy pickings for making money in trading in crypto. It still is if you know what you're doing. The volatility is what makes you money in trading. You want it to be volatile. So when you hear somebody say, oh, Bitcoin's too volatile, that is a good thing if you're a trader. The more up and down it goes, the more opportunity you have for entries. And so back to opening up this screen for being gone for a long time, I open up this screen and I just see opportunity right here. Because when you understand price action and how price action works, you buy when the price is down. It's contrarian and it's hard if you're new, but because if you look at the chart right here and you see red, well, that in your mind, in your subconscious is telling you no. Red means stop, right? Stop, no, don't do it. Green means go, right? Is it a coincidence that the candles are green and red? Did the market makers make it that way when they created a chart? Who knows? Regardless, when I see red, I buy. That's all there is to it. Because for me, I know what I'm holding. I know the asset I'm holding, and I want to buy the asset at a cheaper price. So if it's been 3 months of red and we're at a significant support level, let me get rid of some of these. Okay, this orange line here and this orange line here are the overhead. We got resistance here and support here going back to the low of 15,000, okay, and to the high of the 2017 bull run. These trend lines have held, and until they no longer hold, then we are still in an uptrend, like I said. Okay, now you could adjust these lines, you could adjust this line could get steeper, but this is what's called a ray. Okay, and rays are perfectly straight lines. It shoots a ray into the future. So you come here, you go to the low, and it goes into the future. And see, so is that, look, you could technically, if it falls through here, right, which it has already, so then you move it here. Okay, and I'm going to use this one because it's the most accurate. Okay, so it dropped below this trend line, but then it came back up, held, came to it, bounced, didn't make it all the way here, and that's where we are now. Okay, and then this blue line here is a parallel channel, and I drew that on my weekly chart. But first, okay, for those that are new still, let's see, what haven't I gone over? So this purple line here, is support right here on the monthly chart. This purple line right here is support right here, the monthly chart. We are holding support right here. If this purple line doesn't hold this month, then we're going to here. If this purple line doesn't hold, on here, I don't know why. That's where it'll go to first. I don't know why I made those so thick either. Make me. I love this song. To be. Make me. Excuse me. Okay. So down here, this is volume. These red and green candles down here coincide with the candles up here, okay? So let's compare volume this cycle to last cycle, okay? Okay. So this here was the last bull run. They call a bull run, it's a bull run when price is going up. It's a bear market when price is going down. So this right here, bear market territory, bull market territory, bear market fake out, pump, bear market. Okay, and we have been in a bull market since way down here, since December 2022. So since December 2022, we went from 15,000 to 126,000, down to 80,500, back up to 98,000, and now we're hovering around 87,000, 89,000, 88,645. All right. Let's go show parallel channel. Actually, let's finish. So we got support, 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 resistance, 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 resistance. Okay. Let's drop down to the weekly. Okay. Now every one of these candles here took 1 week to print. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. 12 candles. 12 divided by 4 is what? 3. Right. So right there is 3 months of data on the weekly chart. Does that make sense? Okay. And as you can see, after we hit 126 here, we just had weeks of consolidation. And now, as you can see, when you drop down to the lower time frames, price gets a little bit muted. So as you can see, we've just been going sideways. Does it look like we've been going up or down in any kind of way? No. So last week, got everybody excited, pumping, pumping, pumping. What do? Dumped it. Whatever you think the price is going to do in Bitcoin, I promise you it will do it the opposite every single fucking time. So you could place your trades just off of whatever the opposite you're thinking to do the opposite. It's hard to do, but usually your intuition in the markets is wrong unless you've been doing it a long time. But for anybody who's new, do not listen to your intuition. Do not listen to your emotions. Only base your trades off of pure logic and price action. If you just are excited to place a trade and you got to make a trade, then go open a dummy account and place all the trades you want. Play with somebody else's money. You can do that by downloading the FVGs app, which is what I use. They have what's called a mock trading account. And if you go download it in the show notes, you like $5,000 to play with. And you can, every day, you can add $500 to your account. You can claim $500. Let me show you real quick. Change screens here. There we go. That'll work. All righty. Here is this is the 3-hour on my FVGs account. And as you can see here, I am negative $2,600. I've been buying since here, all the way down to here. Okay, and now I will wait as long as it takes to get back above here before I take profits. Okay, now as you can see here, okay, this line gives me an estimation on profits. So here, this green line here was my entry. Well, actually, my entry was up here, but because I've been buying all the way down, to break even, I have to get back to this price to break even. Okay. Now, if price goes to here, I will make $2,855. Now, what if price goes to here? I'll make $52.68. What if it goes to that sweet golden zone that we've been waiting for it to get to, that it hasn't gotten to yet still? I would make almost 10 grand. Could you survive off to how long could you survive off of 10 grand? That would double your account balance off of one trade. So you have to learn in trading when to buy and when to sell. Because when most people, if they were to buy, if they didn't know that they were buying at the top, and they just came into the market and they bought right here, and then it dropped down to here, in their mind, they're thinking, shit, it's never going to, price is never going to return to where I bought it. I might as well cut my losses now. This is how everybody thinks until you change the way you think. You have to in trading. I've said it before. If you can master trading, you will have a master's in psychology. Nobody will be able to tell you nothing. You will control your mind so well, you can say fuck you to anybody, and you'll have fuck you money too. It is certainly a highly valuable skill to have. Okay. But as you know, I do not trade for income. I trade to accumulate more Bitcoin. That is the point. Bitcoin is the hardest asset on earth. There's an immutable supply. You can't, there's never going to be more than 21 million Bitcoins in existence. And get this, try to wrap your head around this. 19,750 are already in existence, in circulation. 19 million, sorry, did I say 19,000? 19,750,000 coins are in circulation. And of those 19,750,000 that are in circulation, something like 17 million are locked up by people like me and you. And the institutions are just barely getting involved. Do the math. Is Bitcoin going to zero? Once you know and understand that Bitcoin is not going to zero, you are happy to buy it at any price, really, because you know it's not going to zero and you cannot predict how high it will go. Will Bitcoin be worth more than $100,000 in 10 years or less than $100,000 in 10 years? Know what you hold. Once you have, say, 1,000 Bitcoin, you can then go to the bank now and you can borrow against your Bitcoin. You don't ever have to sell your Bitcoin. You just borrow against it. And since it's a loan, it's tax-free. This is how the wealthy get wealthy and how the wealthy stay wealthy. They use assets. They accumulate assets. They borrow against those assets and they buy more assets. Rinse and repeat. And if you have good credit, you can go to the bank and the bank will give you free money. Start a business, create a business plan, go to the bank, say, hey, bank, I have this idea. Here's my idea. Give me some money for my idea. If you have good credit and a good idea, they will give you money. Free money. You take that money, you invest it in assets, you borrow against those assets, you buy more assets. This is how the wealthy have stayed wealthy and gotten more wealthy, because they understand the game and how the game is played. The system is not rigged against you. The system is designed for the wealthy. So you can't cry, bitch, and moan about it. You have to understand how to play it and how it works. And then you pay it forward. You teach others how to do the same. And then you build a large community of like-minded people, and we take over the world. I got large dreams, large visions. The things I see, I'm a seer. I see things. I see things other people don't. Opportunities, deals, repeatable patterns in the market. It's not about money. It certainly is not about money. Money helps. It's about people, community, love. Peace. You gotta get your mind and your life right before you can get your money right. That's for sure. So I've gone over this before, but I will go over it again. Okay. Well, what if price just keeps going down? What if it just keeps going down? And it just keeps, and let's say price keeps going down and it's heading towards my liquidation here. Okay. There's certain things you could do. Okay. You could hedge. And what that means is you would just enter a short position here. I'm not going to do that until we break below here. Okay. So if it looks like we're entering a bear market, then I will enter a short position and I will continue to buy all the way down. I've said this before. This is not a poor man's game. You have to have money to be able to do this, because if you didn't enter a short position and hedge your bet and price kept going, what are you going to do? You're just going to let it liquidate you? No, you're going to add more money to push this liquidation down. Okay. So as you can see in my trading account, I have $8,000 available. Okay. $10,000 is more than enough to make $1,000 a day in the market with margin. So you got to have, or you want to have, hundreds of thousands of dollars available in reserves, just because that's just how this works. Okay. But if you're not quite at that level yet, then you open a mock trading account and you just play and learn until you get to that level. So could be coming to double bottom here, or this could just, this is the 3-hour chart. So this, we still got, what time is it? Still got an hour, I think, left before this candle prints. So on the 3-hour chart, every one of these candles takes 3 hours to print. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 times 3 is what? 600? Or 60? So that's 60. Or wait, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. There's one day. 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9. There. So there's 2 days of data on the 3-hour chart. Right there. So we're just kind of going sideways there. We started the week bearish. And maybe we'll just go sideways through the weekend again, probably. And I need more coffee. Hold, please. Hi, Christy. How are you? You were pretty drunk last night again, making those weird faces at me. Sorry. You look like you have a demon inside you. All right. Sorry about that. I'm on a video. All right. So I showed this. Do you think price will return to here? Do you think price will return to here? Do you think price will return to $100,000 this year? I don't really care, and neither should you. Because, why? Because when you know what you hold, you'll buy it at a lower price. So I do say to buy on the red days, sell on the green days. When it's choppy like this, this is when the best time to enter. See this flat area? Flat area after a dump, okay? And then you just enter some long contracts here and you wait for it to pump. And then you take some profits. Okay. So that's where we're at right now. See this sideways after a pump up? Well, it's probably going to go down. Okay. And now we're going to go sideways. And then because this is what has been happening for weeks and months, I've shown you in the charts, right? It's just been going up and down, up and down. So is it going to go up from here or is it going to go down? Well, this is why you have a stop loss. And so you wait for it to come double bottom here, enter long, put your stop loss down here somewhere, and then you wait for it to pump up and you take some profits. It is easy once you get it. And it takes as long as it takes to get it. That's just how it goes. Some people learn faster than others. Others take a long time to learn, and that's fine. That is fine and dandy. So today is Thursday, my friends. So I'll be live again later tonight, 5 p.m. Do a little bit more live trading and maybe get into some more masterclass session stuff. So join me later. Until next time, be kind to each other. I love you. Peace, love, prosperity.